Reno. Welcome to the Comic Salad Podcast. Oh, wait a sec. It's Comic Salad Podcast. So let's go. There we go. Featuring Jim Joe Babalu. How are you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm a little spacier than usual. It took me forever to fall asleep last night, so I have no control over what I'm going to say today. It could be anything.
I'm sure the audience will enjoy that either way. They might enjoy it more because of the lack of control.
That's right. If I'm completely unhinged.
You know what's really unhinged, though, is the deals that you can get our sponsor, In Stock. Your face.
That was completely unexpected, but a great segue. Let's go.
This is when we've gotten, I mean, you haven't gotten rest from, the world and stuff, but we've taken a couple weeks off the show. We come back and it's just, we're at it. We're professionals. I've gotten to rest a little bit. But InStockTrades.com is fantastic. They've been sponsoring us for years, and you can get great deals on your comics, manga, and more. Deals starting at, I think the Yen Press is at 25% off, and then there's stuff going all the way up to like 40% off their regular discounts. And then you get special clearance sales, red tag sales, spotlight sales, all that kind of stuff that go up to like 60+% off. Crazy stuff with like that. Free shipping within the US at $50 or more. Fantastic customer service, fantastic packaging, and we give away a $50 gift card every month here on the channel, courtesy of InStockTrades.com. So check out our sponsor, InStockTrades.com. Oh yeah, and the 2% loyalty discount if you order within 8 days of your previous order.
That was epic. Thank you for that. And we actually gave it away last night.
Oh, you did another early one.
Yeah. Yeah, Gio had a good reason, but I'm forgetting it now. And it was super chaotic, and which meant it was like the best show ever.
Right.
Because I told him that there was a way to make the giveaway subscriber only. And so he decided to do it. We had already pitched the hashtag for it, and he decided that he was going to redo the whole thing and make it subscriber only. So it took like half an hour for us to actually start taking names. So that was chaotic. And then he had to leave the show for about 10 minutes, and Lou and I just like vamped for 10 minutes. So it was pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
And Javi Hernandez won, so nice. He's a good guy. So yeah, it was fun chaos, and we really enjoyed it. And maybe I can send in Javi's info. Excuse me. Sooner than waiting till the end of the month. But yeah. I wanted to do what Gio does and show the new releases this week. Let's see. Because there are some new releases that I'm getting. Okay, it looks... Can you see that?
I can.
Okay, I am definitely getting Forged Volume 4, 46% off. 2% extra for me, so it's going to be 48% off. This is a Greg Rucka book that I've been collecting. It's like an oversized trade paperback. So I am 100% going to get this. And so those are the deals of the week right there. Quacky, this is obviously a Cycle Cleveland book to the max. So he'll be getting that, I'm sure. And here's some of the other releases this week. Amazing Spider-Man with great raindrop effect by JR on the, is that the DM?
I'm not sure which.
Yeah.
I think that might be the normal one.
Yeah, you're right. This is the DM. Okay. So, manga, Goosebumps. Oh, Batgirl, I'm definitely getting. Detective Comics, I'm definitely getting. So far, I'm doing really well with. I forget what I was going to say. I'm spaced out again. Batgirl, Detective. Yep. Crisis Companion. I don't think so. I don't need a companion for that. DC Chaos Superman. No. I already have this Bronze Age omnibus by Jack the King Kirby, or Jack King Kirby, as those of us who knew him call him. Elseworlds. This is going to be a good one for Justice League, because besides Kingdom Come, I think it has that Frontier one that I've always wanted to read. Let's see. I have the 3 trades, but that might not be everything. Yeah, it's this one. Oh, wait. Can you see? Yeah, you can see me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not looking. It's this story, which is on the cover. So it's like Justice League, Elseworlds Finest, or Justice Riders by Chuck Dixon. And it's like fun. Let me get to the beginning of it if I can. Justice Riders. And it's the Justice Leaguers. Like, here's Flash. If I'm gonna do this, I need to see what I'm doing. Oh yeah, like here's what Flash looks like back then. And here's what Wonder Woman looks like back then. Yeah, here we go. There she is, in a cowboy hat and her suit. That actually doesn't look that fun, but I feel like it is going to be that fun. So, so there we go. That is that. Green Hornet and the Fury. Looks
Pizza
like
Detective.
Oh yeah. I need to get this. They they said we're never going to collect any of our books. But I remember reading this when it first came out. It's pretty fun. Thanks for picking up on that. So yeah, I'll order that. Ivy and Bearlock Holmes. Kick-ass compendium. JSA hardcover. I'm gonna get that, volume 3. So at some point I'll just do a live order here.
Give people your credit card information and everything.
They deserve it. Sure.
Just hold your card up to the screen and be like, all right, so here's the digits.
Featured today on Comic Salad Podcast. Speaking of podcasts, murder podcast. No one knows how it got on your phone, but when you play the episode, people die. The creator of the beauty returns to infect your feed with a violent, new, horrifically brutal series for true crime lovers.
This is like when U2 put their album on everyone's iPod. A lot of people died from that as well.
What a deep cut so quickly. That was great. I'm going to get this because this is upper management and junior management's favorite thing to listen to. true crime / grisly murder podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I I don't want them to die though. Okay, I won't have them read this.
Maybe if you read it to them, like you're in
And I
kindergarten,
die.
you show the pictures, you're like,
And then I die. This is what I'm not going to get this book, but any new Avengers that has X-23 is for me. So, this is volume 2.
they got the Winter Soldier looking extremely Nightwing-esque on this.
Yeah, that's what I said last night.
I looked up and I was like, wait a second, who is that? Why is Nightwing here?
Yeah. Wait, who's this right here?
I'm assuming that's supposed to be
Black Widow?
Black Widow.
Okay. Nightwing, Namor's over there. The Flash symbiote is right here. Clea and X-23. That actually looks like a good team.
Was this during the time that Eddie Brock was Carnage, maybe?
Somebody was saying he's something else here. It's not Carnage. Somebody said it last night on the show. Maybe they're saying it in the chat. That's somebody different, like Red Beetle or something.
Red Beetle.
Well, I don't know. Let me see if somebody has answered that in the chat.
All these ideas, man.
Oh, Javi, there you are. Hey, Javi, did you send in your name and address and everything or whatever? I also
the Marvel Wiki.
Constant buffering. What a great avatar there. That's really perfect. All right, let me try going somewhere else.
It's working for me. I can see you, so it might be a YouTube issue.
It's cutting off on both desktop and on the phone.
It sounds like it might be a YouTube issue then.
Hey, Batnessa, the stream is completely cut off. Batnessa, can you see us? Oh, it's working now. All right, I'll stay up here. Okay. Then let me go downstairs and get my water and everything. I may lose you, but I'll come back up. So, okay, Carnage, also known as the Red Beetle. So speaking of New Avengers, did you see Brand New Day?
I saw it twice.
Ooh, I loved it. I assume you must have at least liked it since you saw it twice.
Well, so we saw it first on Friday night. Like I'm really bad about like getting tickets early, and like because for so many years now it hasn't mattered, because no one was going to the theaters. Like these shows were not selling out. And then as of like the Odyssey, between that and Spider-Man, those two started selling out. So I didn't get tickets for Spider-Man early. And my assumption was that I was only going to see it on Sunday with my friends. But I started seeing like people talking about it early, and I was like, shit, I'm going to get spoiled. If I wait until Sunday, I'm going to get spoiled. And so I went online and I found like the only show I could really get tickets for was at like 11 p.m. But they were adding late shows like throughout the week. So if I had waited longer, there would have been a lot of different showing. But like I got the first tickets in the show that I got into. But anyway, so that's why I saw it twice, because I went as soon as I could Friday night at 11 p.m. And then we got out and I was like, hey, If it sucks, then we don't go on Sunday with the guys. If it's good, then we go and see it again on Sunday with the guys. And so it was obviously it was good. So
we'll hook up just in case it's the Wi-Fi. Let me see if I can hook it up to the router itself and see if that works better. Because otherwise, I wonder, I'm not even sure what to do in this case. You're a tech savvy Omni bro. What would you think we should do if this doesn't work?
I don't think
Oh,
I'm
you
as
don't know?
savvy as you think I am.
Well, you're young.
I feel like it might be a because we are not having issues communicating with each other. I don't think it's an issue on either of our ends. I don't think that this is happening because of yeah, like James just said, because if we can communicate with each other, we can hear each other, it's fine. But it seems like it's something where YouTube is having issues right now. And if that's the case, then we're just gonna have to hope that the recorded version is good and people can go back and watch later without the technical issues.
Okay, that means okay, yeah. I think it's YouTube or StreamYard.
I don't think it's StreamYard because we would be having issues on our side if it was StreamYard. Unless it's an issue between YouTube and StreamYard that's not affecting us.
You just froze for me for a sec. Let me see if I can connect to now I'm hooked up to the router. If I turn off Wi-Fi, let's see what happens. Okay, we're back now. I can see you're not frozen, right, Riley? Yeah. Okay.
Nothing's frozen in my from my view.
Yeah. Hi, Axel. Good to have on. Let's see if this is any better. I'm hooked up right to my router. Peace and love. Can y'all hear? Have I done something? If it's YouTube, how could we? Oh, Munin says, I don't think it is you, Jess. Okay. Let me hook Wi-Fi back up. Oh, because both of us are freezing. Good picture, no audio. Well, no audio. Good picture. Oh, wait, Javi says he can hear me, but Dave says good picture, no audio. Great for me now. Is that a new cat picture? Audio's fine. I hear and see them now after refreshing. Okay, I'm going to stay here. And while I go get my chair, Riley, maybe you can tell us again about what your thoughts on Brand New Day.
Okay. And I'm going to say, people, if you're having issues, you might try refreshing or just coming back later and watching the recorded version, because I don't think that there's anything that we can do on our side to make it work.
But
and
I think everybody's saying after I refreshed, which I went from Wi-Fi to the router connection, so it might be me.
Refreshing on your side? I thought it was probably saying on his side that he refreshed.
I after closing and opening stream, did you guys do that or I did that, right? Yeah, I think when I hooked it up to the router, it blinked out for a sec for everybody, for us too. And then when I came back, it feels Yeah, it sounds like it's okay now.
Okay.
So I will, let me take us off this for a sec while you tell us about. Okay, well, let's see if I'll go get my chair and Riley will talk about how great Brand New Day was. I assume you got that.
Mind
Okay,
y'all, I can't mind y'all that if it messes up while Jess is gone, there's nothing I can do because I'm not in control.
right.
So Jess, go do your
Okay,
stuff, and I'll just talk. Um, so I was saying was it in general, it felt to me similar to Spectacular Spider-Man comics from like 70s, 80s or so, where one of the biggest points of having Spectacular Spider-Man was to give creators somewhere to kind of do stories that were away from the main stuff that was happening at Amazing, and also to lend focus to a lot of the supporting cast members of the series. And I that's kind of how it felt here. The stories were often more like boots to the ground. I don't want to say like street level because most of Spider-Man stuff is pretty street level, but like more investigative stuff rather than like the big villains and stuff, and not dealing with um his A-list rogues so much as dealing with some of the smaller things. And that's the general feel that I got from the movie itself. I have never felt negative in general about Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I've always felt that, he's done a good job in everything that he was given, and I've had fun with the previous trilogy of movies. But there was always that issue of he's not really given the space to stretch his legs as his own character. He's always felt constrained by the scripts that he's had, by the stories that he's been in, and also constrained by the fact that it always feels like he's a mentee to these other characters, sometimes even just feeling like he's being babysat by these other characters. And that's, I've read, I don't know the veracity of the statement, but like I've read online that this is because Sony basically wanted for Spider-Man to have to appear on screen with a non-Spider-Man related hero in all of the MCU appearances. I don't know if that's completely true, but that would be the reason why it's like, oh, he's always up there alongside um, Iron Man and Doctor Strange and whatever. And that continues into this movie where, whether you've seen it or not, from the marketing, that he's appearing alongside the Hulk and Frank Castle. But in this movie, it makes that it's like, instead of feeling like he's mentored by these other characters or being babysat by these other characters, he is now being he's now colleagues with these people. And it feels more like, in a professional setting, when you have colleagues that are older than you are, that have been in this field for a while, and you go to them asking for advice or help because you are, mature enough to realize when you might need assistance with stuff. That's more what this felt like. So like, for once in Holland's movies, I didn't feel like he was being dragged down by the presence of other characters, but more lifted up. So that was like the biggest thing that it fixed for me from his previous outings. A lot of great action sequences throughout. Destin Daniel Cretton showed his chops with directing those sorts of sequences in Shang-Chi, and I think that it carries over here really well in a lot of the stuff that he does. However, it also does feel very, very much like these people played the Insomniac Spider-Man games on PS4, because there were so many things that were ripped directly out of those, like from the moves that he's using to even like the grunts of like the villains that they're fighting, having the electric batons that are like pretty much exactly what they have in the PS4 game. There's a ton of stuff that's like directly mirrored. And I don't think that that's a negative. It's just really funny to point out that very clearly someone was watching that stuff and thought like, I really like that. Let's put this on the big screen. Um, I don't want to go into the full spoilers of the big stuff from the story in there. There was room for me to be. I had guessed the big reveal, as I know many people did from like the marketing and stuff. I had guessed it very early on. It
Oh, you
seemed,
did?
yeah, it seemed extremely obvious what the big twist was going to be, what the big reveal was going to be.
Mm.
And I set myself to be disappointed because of that. And I was like, if that's what happens, I'm going to be upset because they're using this instead of something that's more native to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But the script itself and the story itself was written in a way that it was well enough that it didn't bother me at all. Like it happens and it's there, and I should be disappointed by what I felt previously, but they pulled everything together well enough, and the story was intriguing enough that I'm completely fine with that. And I have this general feeling about superhero adaptations that I would be foolish to expect for any of these types of adaptations to be 100% accurate to whatever they're pulling from.
Mm.
Have these characters like Spider-Man that have thousands of comics, thousands of stories to pull from over, and not just the comics, but obviously the video games and TV shows and previous movies and stuff to pull from over the course of 60 plus years of existence. And that goes for other properties as well. It would be foolish for me to expect something to be, every aspect of it to be accurate to some story. But I think it's also, it would be boring if every single adaptation was just a carbon copy of something that we've already seen in another format. So I'm much more interested at this point in seeing these stories that go in different directions, do new things, let the characters breathe in this format in ways that they haven't lived before, so long as the character himself, i.e. Peter Parker and Spider-Man, so long as they feel to me the way that they're supposed to feel. And I got that feeling from this movie, more so in a way that I wanted than I've gotten from the past 5 Spider-Man movies, 6 Spider-Man basically like everything since like Spider-Man 2 with Tobey.
Mm.
And that would be, I think, the largest reason why this is, to me, as far as live action Spidey movies go, this is right under, for me, it's number 2, number 1, and then this one.
Okay, wait. Number 2, which one?
Tobey
Tom Holland?
No, Tobey versus Doc Ock.
Okay.
Tobey versus the Green Goblin. And then Tom Holland versus his own internal strife.
Got it. I did pick up on the, I don't think this is a spoiler. If anything, people should look out for it. The cover references in the movie, I thought those were great. I'm not sure I picked up on all of them, but the game physics, when he gets that sequence when he gets his full power set and the way he swings about town crazily, not able to control it. Sorry, spoiler. That's how it is when I play the game. I'm like
just
Tom Holland, just not able to control everything, shooting over things, ending up walking on the ground because I can't figure out how to get back up on the buildings. Those are the games I want to get back to the most. I have like 3 of them, and yeah, I need to get back to him, but yeah, that's how I am, just all whining, bang, not able to control it at all. Hey Chris, um, I think some last night when we talked about it, I think some people, uh, or maybe it was even Lou or some people, the big gripe was the main villain that they felt was shoehorned in there, but I felt it was really organic and interesting. And uh, I haven't seen any trailers, so I never picked up on who it was or how they were doing whatever they were. Um, the actor playing that character is this is where I really found them to be really remarkable. I thought that actor did a great job with that character. Do you was and I'm fine with it. And I thought the way it was all handled was great. Does it? Is there? Okay, wait. How can I say this without spoiling anything? Is there any? Uh, are are people if they're upset about that character? Are they? Is was that character introduced so it would lead into Doomsday or
No, I think it's more to lead into stuff down the line.
okay?
Um, as far as there was stuff that I saw pop up online where it was talking about that the director had requested to use a certain type of character, and that was basically who they handed to him.
Mm,
So I don't know where I'd be curious to know where that originated, where the ideas originated from, how they grew, how it all came about, and if it was always just, well, we need to do something to lead here, or if they were like, well, we could do something that can lead here in this spot. And that was, as I was yapping about the movie a few minutes ago, that was the big thing that I'm like, before I went to see
mm,
it, and I had assumed that was what was going to happen. I had a lot of room to be disappointed and annoyed
mhm.
with it. But because I like in the context of the movie itself, I felt like everything worked well and it was put together well. I was not made upset. I am, there's certain things that, since you mentioned that this is about the antagonist, I do have a lot of like Spider-Man villains, rogues, antagonists, and stuff that I would love to see on the big screen, and it still is a bit annoying that we didn't get to see someone else get that spotlight. But if it's a good movie, I kind of don't really give a fuck. So my own, it's not fair if I were to try and judge something off of my own wishes for what it should be, rather than to judge something based on what it actually is. And what it actually was very entertaining.
Mm, mhm.
So
I
I'll leave it at that.
I feel like I liked the antagonist even more because it was somebody that nobody else would have put in that movie because I didn't I as much as I love Spidey's rogues gallery of 1500 villains and it could have been somebody classic, Jared Leto as Morbius or Jared Leto as Joker. um I I liked that it was such a left field choice. It really
Yeah.
made it super interesting, I thought. So uh I felt that I suffer from recency bias a lot because I loved that first Tobey Maguire movie, but this one just really struck emotional chords and beats, and it had character beats from the comics and apparently the video games that I can't play. Um, so I'll have to really think hard if I like um, the this one. I thought, as much as I loved No Way Home, and that was awesome. This was the best one of all of them for me, and I've loved this is fourth one, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I've loved all four, but this was the topper for me. So let's go back. Let me tell Matt that he can turn this back on. It's okay now.
um More importantly than Spider-Man, I
Yes.
had the biggest cinematic event of the year, of the decade so far. We went this Friday and saw Super Troopers 3.
Oh.
I got my liter of cola cup. If you're a Super Trooper yourself, you know. If you know, you know. And it was a stupid movie. It was decently funny.
Uh-huh.
And we went out to go see it because Carly and I both really, enjoy the Super Troopers movies, but also everything else that Broken Lizard and that gang has done. And then a friend of mine who's in the Navy, was uh back in town for a week randomly. He he spends most of his life underwater in a submarine. So every
Ooh.
time he comes back up to the surface, he has to catch up on like all of the media that he's missed. So we sat for like 3 hours just going back and forth about like, I've seen this. Oh, you need to see this. I did see this. I haven't seen that. Like so it's that for several hours. And when he first told me that he was coming in town, I was like, "You want to go see Super Troopers with us on Saturday?" And he's like, or I said, "You want to see Super Troopers 3?" And he goes, "I didn't know there was a Super Troopers 2." And I was like, "Well, I have it on Blu-ray, so we'll watch the movie." So we literally did a rewatch of the first two, and then we went out and saw the third one on Saturday, which was a lot of fun. So
Well,
that
that
was,
was the event of the year for you.
yeah. I mean, that's a friend that, like, at this point, I feel really lucky. I get to see him annually.
Oh. Oh, I
Uh,
meant the movie, but okay, good. I'm
well,
glad
and
you
I'm
get to
saying
see
that
your
that's
friend. Oh, oh,
why it was kind of
okay.
the event of the year, because this is,
Got it.
one of my best friends that I've known since high school, and this movie, like, when the first one came out was when we were all that in that age, and like, so we were all, we us and our classmates, everyone, we grew up with that was our thing. So it was kind of a big event to be like, "Hey, welcome home, let's watch Super Troopers." And just nostalgia for,
Mm.
for our, yesteryears. And we watched the first one because he hadn't seen it in like 10, 15 years, and then the second, and then the third one in the theaters. So it was just fun to kind of live through that, watching these characters grow on screen, from like young adults to like 50-year-olds, gray and stuff. And it's really funny to see the difference between those characters between 20 plus years
Mm.
that these movies have been going.
Well, I haven't seen any of them, but I've committed to too many movies this week just based on Vanessa alone. I watched Jennifer's Body Sunday night, and then I promised her Lisa Frankenstein later this week. And I'm gonna watch Weapons today. So I'm gonna watch a horror movie every day. And also try and get caught up on things like X-Men 97 and Cape Crusader, and read. So I'm gonna just upper management's out till a week from today, and she's been gone a week already. So I want to consume media to the point where it's going to be the lights haven't been on for like 3 days because I'm just sitting in my chair and not getting up, not sleeping, just sitting in my chair and just consuming.
We if you find yourself needing some mindless humor, like something stupid to put on in the background while you're doing something else, the Super Troopers movies or anything else from Broken Lizard, Beer Fest, Slam and Salmon, any of their movies are perfect for that.
Okay. I can't multitask, but that's okay. I have to,
I can't solo task. If you notice,
oh, really?
I'm usually, while we're on stream, I'm usually doing something, and I'm at my desk right now, so I have my other monitor, and I'm kind of monitoring my work in case something happens, because we've got stuff coming up that I need to be ready for. And but I also have like I'll be on my phone, I'll be on my other screen. It's really hard for me to single task, and that's on ADD.
My daughter has ADHD, so she's the same way. But I've found that your generation or your particular age can really multitask like I can't even comprehend.
Yeah, it's wild, man. Like I'll be reading something and then I'll have like 2 videos playing at the same time.
Wow, what reading? I can't even have lyrics in the music I listen to when I read.
This is like, I'll be in my reading chair and my phone right here playing something on there, and then I'll be reading like this so I can like hear it and look down at it, and then the TV is playing something as well, and I'll just like it's almost like one ear here, one ear there, and my eyes right here.
Your brain is sectioned off into 2 lobes, not just the half and 2 sides. You've got like a third one going to be able to do that.
I don't always retain everything, to be fair. So so sometimes like I'll be reading and then I'll be like, hold up, and pause everything and then go back to it. It is easier, like I get into a better like flow state if it's just music without lyrics, like you're saying. Like I'll put on something, some jazz or some lo-fi beats to study to, etc. And that's the best, because I'll get into that state where I can really knock out. I mean, and manga's quick to read, so it's not that big of a deal, but I'll get to like I'll get to like 20 books in a day if I don't have anything going on. And that's when I can do that, is just shut everything else out, just the music. But sometimes it's just like I have too much that I want to experience, and I have to, so I'll put a movie on while reading, while I have, my work is on the side, so if anything happens, I can scoot over there, and then I've got whatever other thing. And sometimes the extra stuff is to help me focus like more, because if there's not enough noise, like if it's completely quiet, then my mind wanders too much. So I like the extra noise keeps my brain and my eyes focused on one thing.
Matt's saying this is a super trooper cameo for me.
Awesome.
Do it for Riley, since he's the one that's seen it.
I'm the super trooper. I kept saying I hope that they used that in the third movie that they would have the guys dance to Super Trooper by ABBA. It did not happen though.
I've always wanted to see Reno 911. Is that by the same people, or is that a different?
No, that one was a Comedy Central series, and it was more like a mockumentary type thing. Like it's shot like it's cops, but it's all fake situations.
Oh,
But it's set to look like it's, you know, real stuff that's going on. And then they have like their own kind of interpersonal dramas going on with the characters as well. But uh, it's not like a drama series, like or it's not like a single camera comedy series like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, for instance.
mm,
That one's more scripted and dramatized. Um,
okay.
and Reno 911 is scripted, but I feel like it just the nature of it. It seems like the type of thing where there's probably like a very vague script, and most of it is just um, ad lib and like them just, you know, doing what seems good in the moment.
Okay. Speaking of MTV, have you seen the latest Jackass movie?
Yes, yeah, we talked about that one
Oh, we
back
did.
when the movie came out, and you said that you wanted to go see it.
Well, obviously I didn't. If it's streaming somewhere, that's definitely something I want to see this week.
I don't know if it's streaming yet. If it is, it's probably one of those where you have to pay like $20 to watch it.
Oh, F that.
Yeah,
Although I own all the other ones on Blu-ray.
yeah, we that's what we did before going to see the new one, was watch through all the old ones. But the new one has a lot of clips from the old ones in it.
Oh, good.
So it's like looking back at a lot of their favorite clips.
Oh, that's great. Because I remember the last movie that came out, you and I were of the same mindset that we didn't care as much as if somebody like Poopies did a stunt as much as we like the old cast doing
Yeah.
it.
And they mostly, I feel like Poopies is the only one that really gets much screen time in this newest one as far as the new kids go. Like each of them
Oh,
does something, but he's the only one that gets like several scenes. And he actually, I feel like, does pretty well, like fitting.
oh,
It feels like he's kind of become part of the gang, while the others are still kind of the new kids on the block.
yeah. Okay, good. And Munin was saying he does all this, and it's to distract from the pain and calm down his brain. And silence is so loud, right? He and I have Discord bonded because he's a chronic pain sufferer, and I can't remember if I said this on the air or maybe just to, I must have said it on the air, or because he encouraged me to go through with it and have my psychiatrist give me the ADHD test. The first time I've ever taken it, and so now I'm on the beginner dose of Concerta because she cut the test short and just said, "Okay, you definitely have it." And you can get to finish the test. And I hope it helps, but if it does help, it's going to make me sad for 8-year-old Jess, who could have really, really used it.
Yeah, I get that.
But
I get that.
Yeah, I'm definitely happy if it can help me now. The first Samara Weaving film, Eeny Meeny. What is that? Have you seen Eeny Meeny?
I don't think that we've ever talked Samara Weaving much on together, because most of the times that I've talked about Samara has been when I'm doing shows with Geo. But
I haven't seen her in anything, so I'm just excited she's Emma Frost.
she's honestly dream casting for Emma. Like that was so okay. So we in this household, this is a Samara Weaving household. We love Samara Weaving. We absolutely adore Samara Weaving. We have seen every single Samara Weaving movie for better and definitely for worse. And uh, if you enjoyed Eeny Meeny, you have got a lot of good to, because that was one of our least favorites, actually,
Oh,
of everything she's done. But I could see if you go and you watch that one first and enjoy it, because you don't have, for us, we had preconceived notions about how she should be utilized in a script and stuff. And this is gonna, and if you are familiar with her movies, it's gonna make more sense. But if you don't have her doing her signature Samara scream and you don't have her covered in blood, you're not utilizing her effectively.
so she's a scream queen. She's a horror
Yes,
actress.
she does. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up.
Okay.
I have it somewhere here. I just moved a lot of stuff around on my computer to clear some space.
Thank you, Chris.
So let me just.
I did not say it on air. Okay, thank you, Munin. Right, you are right.
In a similar to what y'all were talking about there, as I'm trying to put this up on the screen, I have tinnitus, so like having quiet, like the silence literally is deafening. And it's not the worst case of tinnitus, but I'm sure the same as a lot of people, but like when you start focusing on it, it just gets so bad. So I have to have something going, and if I don't, then I have to talk to myself. And if I'm not talking to myself, like I have to turn something on. I have to put the TV, the music, whatever, because otherwise it's just like that ringing just gets really, really loud. There are ways to like help it without just like listening to stuff. But the best, the easiest, I think, for me has been just having things playing in the background. Like when I sleep, I sleep with a fan on to make that white noise so that I'm not hearing the ringing. So I've put my Samara tier list. So this is
wow, she's done a lot of movies. I didn't know that.
I've shown this on, I think, a Thursday show. And this is broken up, obviously, S as the best, down to F as the worst. And then this section is for movies that she's in, but there are not enough. She's not in there enough for us to really call it a Samara movie. And we rated these in order of best to worst. Our favorite being, this is like Carly and I both discussed all of these things at length, and so we agreed. We do a lot of these tier lists, and the way it always goes is I really like that one. I would put it at like a B plus. I'd put it at the high B, and then she'll be like, I don't know if I can give you a B plus. I was thinking more a C. I could give you a B minus. And then I'd be like, okay. And we agree on where we put. Okay. So anyway, that said, we liked Babylon the most, and then Monster Trucks the least.
She's in Babylon. I want to see that movie. I didn't know she was in it.
Briefly, she's not in there much. She's also,
that's with Margot Robbie, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
She's also in 3 Billboards outside of Ebbing, Missouri, or whatever the whole title of that one is. She's in there like very briefly. And it's just basically she's like, hi, like a couple of, I don't even know that she has a full line in that movie. It's been a while since we had watched it for this.
Are we looking at the bottom list right now?
Yes, we're at the very bottom. She was also in Bill and Ted. She is Bill's daughter in the 3rd Bill and Ted movie.
There's a 3rd Bill and Ted?
Yeah. It's like the daughters of Bill and Ted have to save the world. It's not great, but like if you were a fan of the previous 2, it's fun to watch it to kind of cap off that stuff.
I absolutely loved 2. That was such a good historical reference type comedy thing. I love that.
She was also in the opening sequence of Scream 6. She has kind of the Drew Barrymore scene from that movie. And she does really well in that one, but it's like she's just only in that opening scene, so she doesn't have much. As far as like her role in that movie goes, it was done very well, but that movie in general is just not very good, so that's why it's in the middle. She was in Snake Eyes. She plays, what's her name, Scarlet.
Snake Eyes. What's
Yeah,
that?
the GI Joe spin-off movie.
Oh, okay.
So she actually has an action figure out. So if you want a Samara Weaving action figure,
Oh,
there will likely be more, but there's already one out there. So you could take that, and if you wanted to customize an Emma Frost figure and pull her face off of the one from G.I. Joe, you could do that. It doesn't look exactly like her, but it's, it is what it is. The Babysitter, Killer Queen, this is the second Babysitter movie. She was the main up here in the C tier. We have the first Babysitter. She was the main character basically in that one. She comes back more briefly in the second one. So that's why this is down here.
That's a horror book?
Comedy, yeah, it's like a horror comedy movie.
Oh,
and then there's
it is comedy. Okay.
Then we have Mystery Road. This was actually more of her uncle. You may know Hugo Weaving.
Mm-hmm.
This was more his movie. This was an Australian film because they are from Australia. Mm-hmm. And she plays a small role in that one. And that movie itself was kind of boring, so that's why it ranks pretty low. And then Monster Trucks just fucking sucks. This movie's terrible. I wish we didn't have to waste time on it, but we are completists. We're not quitters. And she literally only appears, I want to say maybe 3 seconds of screen time, and it is quite literally her just like one of the 2 scenes that she's in. I think it's only 2 scenes. Like the monster truck is driving, and she and her boyfriend or whatever are in a truck next to it, and as they drive by, she goes, "Hi." That's it. And then there's, I think, another scene, they're at a gas station and she like, "Hi," like that. I'm like, come on, man, what? Moving up to F tier, our favorite of the F tiers was Eenie Meenie. So that's what I was saying. That was one of our least favorite of the movies, but you have so much more.
That's a horror movie?
No, it's like a crime movie.
Oh, but it was your least favorite. Okay. Elon did like it.
So if Elon likes that one, there's a lot of growth from there. As long as you're into like horror and stuff, because that's mostly what she does. But it was a crime movie. It wasn't very amusing. We didn't really care for it that much. I probably would have put it in D, but we settled on high F. And then there's 100% and 200% Wolf. These are animated kids movies. Both of them suck ass. Neither of them. I think 200 is like mildly better, but it's like they're both terrible, stupid movies. I don't recommend them at all.
Wait, those are animated, and you still watch it for her voice?
Yeah, we're dedicated. We're not quitters.
I see that. That's impressive.
In the D tier, we had Last Moment of Clarity. This is a drama movie. It's not obviously the worst. It's mostly was kind of boring, so we didn't feel like we had to put it any higher. Up in the C tier, we've got Borderline, which was with I think it's Jack Nicholson's son is playing like a crazed fan of Samara Weaving, who is like a pop star or something in this movie. And so it's she doesn't get to really shine as much as she could have in this one, but it was more entertaining. It came out around the same time as Eenie Meenie. I think both of them dropped on streaming around the same time. But this one was better. Don't fucking tell me that.
You mean this?
Yeah, it's terrible. I don't think she's in it. I don't think that she's in it at all. Otherwise, we would have known and watched it.
Yeah.
We didn't watch all of her TV stuff. One reason why is because she had a pretty long role on, I think, like an Australian soap opera, if I'm not mistaken. and it was just years worth of content that we wouldn't have easy access to. Then we have The Babysitter. This is the horror comedy movie. She plays a babysitter towards like a 12, 13-year-old kid who has like a massive crush on her. Understandable. And she turns out to be part of like a cult, and they're
Oh, I like the sound of that.
it's fun. It is a lot of fun. It's an easy watch. It is it was a Netflix original. Both of the Babysitter movies were. I'm not 100% sure if it's still on there because those things migrate. Then we get up to the B tier.
Wait, what was the second one next to Babysitter?
That was Borderline. That one's the one with Jack Nicholson's son.
Oh, okay.
We're moving. I'm moving
Do
up.
I want to even see Jack Nicholson's son? That just bothers me that is a sentence.
In the lowest of the B tier, we have Chevalier. This one is a historical drama series where she plays the wife of the main character. It was actually a lot more enjoyable than we thought it was going to be. I don't remember the plot at all, but it was a hold on, because I don't want to misspeak about the movie. From 2022, based on the life of French Caribbean musician Joseph Bologna Chevalier de San Georges. I can't pronounce stuff in French. I'm sorry.
Sure. Just leave off half of it.
Yeah, like Gio usually does that. So it's the history of this basically this guy coming to who he was, becoming who he was. And she plays his I believe his wife. So she has a pretty major part throughout the movie. If you're interested in French historical dramas and stuff, you could do worse than this one. It is somewhat modernized in the way that it's presented. But it's actually, I mean, it made it to our low B tier. So it was pretty decent. I don't remember where it was playing though. It was streaming at the time. I don't know if it still is. Then we've got Bad Girl, is the next one up on the B tier. This one was a big surprise. It was one of her earlier roles, and she is one of the two main characters in this movie. Essentially kind of a lesbian drama where there's, I don't want to spoil it, but like there's kind of a twist in the middle of it.
Okay.
It's like the main girl, the one in the background with the dark hair, is like having, you know, this budding relationship with Samara's character, and some stuff happens about halfway through.
Okay.
That really turned it from the first like half of the movie we were like and then the twist happens and we're like, okay, like I liked it enough that I went out and bought a copy of it. I had to seek a copy out on eBay because it's not a very widely distributed film. Guns Akimbo is with Harry Potter. Daniel Radcliffe is the main character. This one is more like high octane, just like manic action, where in this world people are part of this video game, essentially, where like or this game where cameras are following people around. And I think what it was is they put like a bounty on people, and then people have to hunt that person, and just the people watch as this plays out. And Radcliffe's character gets sucked into it, and they bolt the guns to his hands, so he literally can't drop his arms, and he's running around trying to like stay alive while everyone else is kind of hunting him. And Samara plays one of the top players in the game, who starts coming after him pretty quickly as the movie begins. And she's like the second main character basically in this one, and
that sounds really good.
It's a ton of fun. It's goofy as hell. It's a lot of fun, and she looks crazy because they have her in like this like silver hair. Basically, it's so like platinum blonde and no eyebrows. So she's real crazy
Mm.
looking in this one, but it's great. She does real well in that one. And then at the top of the B tier, this one was a Hulu original, The Valet, with Eugenio Derbez, who is, I believe, a Mexican comedian and actor. I believe he's from Mexico. And this one is kind of it's a romantic comedy, kind of a situational, mistaken identity situation
Mm.
where people believe that Eugenio Derbez's character, who is just a valet, hence the title, they believe that he's dating Samara Weaving's character, who is like a really famous actress. And so it has a lot of comedy based on all of that, where they're like, they kind of have to lean into this for the tabloids and stuff.
Mm.
Um, but it winds up being a really heartwarming movie by the end. I really enjoyed that one a ton more than I thought I would, and which is why it's like the highest rated non-horror, non-action oriented movie on our list, that she's been in. So she does exceptionally well there.
Mm.
Then we get to the A tier. First up, we have Mayhem, and this one has Samara teaming up with Steven Yeun from Walking Dead and the voice of Mark on Invincible. And there's some kind of like outbreak that happens within their office building, and it starts turning everyone into more or less like rage zombies. And so they're caught trying to get to the top floor, essentially,
Mm.
of this building, while everyone around them is becoming a rage zombie, and they have to like use what's around them in an office building setting to fight against everyone and make their way up to the top. It's kind of cathartic, like for working in an office setting and being able to see someone like just go ham on everyone with like office supplies. It's great. She does a great job in this one. Plenty of blood, plenty of Samara screaming. I really enjoyed that. I've seen that one a couple times now. It's definitely a good time. Great turn off your brain action. Then Ready or Not, this I think is one that really elevated her in a lot of people's consciousness. This one was from several years ago, but the basic idea, she marries into a family where on the wedding night they have to play a game according to
Oh,
whatever. Have you seen this one?
I've heard a lot about this. That sounds what I want to like. What I
Yeah,
want to
this
watch.
this is one of the best.
Oh,
Obviously, we have it rated so high, but they
yeah.
choose what game they're going to play. I think by drawing a card or whatever, and so um, usually, in most cases, it's a pretty normal thing. But if you draw hide and seek, that's where it turns into something a lot different, a lot bigger, where you the bride or whoever's entering the family essentially has to hide, and everyone in the family has to seek them and kill them before dawn. So if they don't wind up successfully finding and 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 killing the person, something dire will happen to the family itself.
Whoa, what a great premise.
And there
Have,
is, we don't have it on here because we made this last year, but she's had a couple of movies this year. And Ready or Not 2 came out this year. I think we agreed that it would be somewhere in the B tier. It is a lot of fun, not as good as the first one, but it continues, like it picks up right where the first one left off. So if you watch the first one, you enjoy it, you see the ending and you're like, I want more. The second one is exactly what you need after that. And then in our S tier is Azrael. This was a horror movie that came out 2024, I think, 2023, where it is mostly without dialogue, because this is like a post-rapture world, more or less. And people have, I think they belong to this. It's been a minute. I think it was like a religious sect or something where they cut their vocal cords. And so most of the characters in the movie cannot speak. Um, but she is essentially going out for revenge from something that happens towards the very beginning of the movie and seeking out all the people that are part of this religious cult and trying to take all of them out. And it is like there's a point in this movie where she basically becomes like the fucking Punisher, going through this village, like this the cult encampment, and just like mowing people down. It was, we saw that one in the theaters. I think we were like the only people in there because it was such a small release. But we were just like glued to the screen the whole damn time. And when we got out, we were like, that's a perfect movie. This is amazing. Yeah,
What was the name of that one again?
Azrael.
Azrael, not Sword of Azrael,
No, just Azrael.
not Batman's sucky successor in from Nightfall.
I think that it's on Shudder, so like through Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay.
So it might be on Prime proper, but otherwise you would have to look at Shudder.
I don't have that.
Watch it. You can get a free trial of Shudder for like a week or something. Check out some of the stuff. So those are, and then there's one more from this year, which was over Your Dead Body, I think is what the title was. And I think that along with oh no, there's two more from this year. Sorry. Over Your Dead Body, which was with Jason Segel, who
Jason Segel
from stuff like How I Met Your Mother, Forgetting Sarah Marshall. And they are a married couple who are kind of on the brink. They hate each other very much, and they both simultaneously have made plans to kill the other person at a cabin in the woods during this like weekend vacation that they're taking. But stuff happens that kind of gets in the way of them doing that. And so then it kind of devolves in this whole situation throughout the movie. That one was pretty fun. I'd say that one's probably low B tier. And then the last one, and this one gets pretty high ratings, is actually another drama, so it's not a horror movie, was Carolina Caroline. And that was the last one, I believe, that technically came out last year from like circuit, like I think it might have played at like one of the film festivals, so it was playing last year, but had a wide release this year. And she plays a kind of small town girl living in a lonely world, alongside Kyle Gallner, who's done all kinds of different stuff. I can't pinpoint one thing that you might know him from more than others. And Kyle Gallner is this like fast talking con man type character. And she gets immediately attracted to him when he's kind of running through their little town where she lives. And they form a relationship real quickly, and she decides to go off with his character. And he teaches her kind of how to con, how to grift. And they move from small cons, like getting improper change from the gas station and stuff, to like bank robbery and stuff like that. So it's this big kind of Bonnie and Clyde drama between the characters, and both of them do incredibly in that movie. That one is definitely one of the top tiers. I don't think I know it's available on Blu-ray late this month, in like 2 weeks or something like that. So we do plan on getting that one for the collection, but I don't know when it will be available streaming without having to there you go. Yeah, he was Kyle Gallner was in Jennifer's Body.
Who was Colin? Was that the boyfriend?
I don't remember by name what everyone
was. He the boyfriend, Chris?
He wasn't he the one that like,
or was he in the band?
Is he the one that she killed in the like in that house that was being constructed or something?
Oh, the goth guy? No, I think those houses were all Abandoned.
Was it Abandoned? Let me double check if I'm
Yeah.
remembering.
Okay, Colin. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, he was the goth kid.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
James has seen a lot of these. Okay, good.
Yeah, James, I think has seen most of her movies because whenever I was going after I'd gone through them all, I was discussing those, and I remember him being like, "I've seen all of these except for XYZ."
Mm.
But she has. So when she got announced for Emma, still not 100% like fully announced. Like it's still technically rumors, but it seems pretty strong at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I immediately texted Carly. I was like, Samara for Emma. And she was like, "You're fucking kidding me." I
So,
literally don't think there was a better casting for Emma. All right, I'm gonna stop sharing this because I need to look at something for work.
hey, 755. So Carly has good working knowledge of the X-Men then.
Yes, yeah, she has seen all of the movies. Um,
Was that before she got into a relationship with you or after?
this is after.
Okay. I was going to
She's
say.
seen all of the movies. She's seen the X-Men 97. She's seen the entire animated series before 97, so she has all of that
Oh.
context. And
Mm-hmm.
she's seen Evolution. She also has read Astonishing X-Men, and she's read about half of um, Mike Carey's run on Legacy,
Oh, okay.
because I recommended that as a decent the character she was interested in, Rogue and Gambit in particular. I was like, this is a good option for you after
Is it
Astonishing.
okay? There's Legacy. Mike Carey. Is it just I just have two books for that, I think. Oh, wait, no. Crisis redid these. I have four books. Is there more than that?
I can't say because I don't
Yeah,
know
okay.
which custom, like I have the 2 volume custom made set.
Oh, I just found books 5 and 6. Okay. Well, okay. I I'm a fan of anything that's a the reason why I like Bendis's run so much is because of the magic and Emma content.
Yeah. So I'm trying to find, my boss needed a password for something and I can't find it.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
But that's my Samara breakdown. So
That
anyone
is amazing.
anyone who has not been inducted into the Samara fandom, you now have a good breakdown of every single movie that she's appeared in. She also had a significant part in Ash versus the Evil Dead. So if you're an Evil Dead fan,
Oh,
she was, I think it was the first season of that one. She was in several episodes.
oh, that was a cable series? Cable.
Yeah, I think it aired on Stars, maybe.
Stars, where I saw American Gods for 13 seconds. I did love the first season, but Stars was such an obscure channel.
Yeah, the streaming service is also not the best.
Mm.
You know what's the worst streaming? This is just gonna rant. I can't find my damn passwords. The worst streaming service functionally is, from my experience, is Pluto TV.
I don't know it.
It
Functionally,
is
it's got a hard user interface, or
it's it's not the worst user interface. It's just like broken. It doesn't fucking work well. And I don't know if it's just because of, you know, the TV that I'm using for that. I don't know if I was to like download that on my PlayStation or something, if it would work a lot better. I'm not sure.
Huh.
But we're using it right now. We have used it in the past to watch some, like I think we watched that Monster Trucks movie on there. Uh,
Oh,
but we're using it now to watch the show Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, because that is one of, if not Carly's favorite show of all time. And so she's like, you never watched this, so you can watch it now. I was like, oh, sure, yeah, yeah. That's not surprising because Paramount sucks as well.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but it like it's the major issues are basically it just like cutting out and not wanting to continue playing your show. It doesn't really matter if Tubi's better than Pluto TV because I can only watch that show on Pluto TV.
Pluto. Okay.
Yeah, like the I would rather be on Tubi because Tubi is the better. I would pay for Tubi if there was an option, is what I would say.
Oh,
Because Tubi has a lot of great stuff on there and it actually works. But they
like
don't
what's good? I've never watched Tubi. What's good? What's on there that's good?
they have
Movies or TV or?
a little bit of both. There's a lot of movies that are not anywhere else that I've seen on there. I can't off the top of my head think about it. But as far as cartoon, like they have a lot of cartoons from like the 90s and the early 2000s and stuff that are available there that are not streaming most other places, and it's all for free. So it's definitely worthwhile. But Pluto TV has Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Pluto TV also has like, I don't know if Tubi does this, but they have channels. And the reason I'm focusing on that is because every time I turn on the app, it goes to a channel that's just playing random stuff. So for a while, we had it stuck on the Garfield channel. So every time I opened the app, I was hearing Lorenzo Music's voice. I was like, okay, this is weird. But anyway, the main issue is it's super laggy. You can't get anything going. Like you have to basically figure out the exact button combinations to navigate the actual UI. And then when you start watching something, if you are lucky, you won't have this issue. But like every other episode that we watch, it will freeze in the middle of the episode. And sometimes I can like back up a few seconds on the timeline and it'll keep going. It'll be fine. Sometimes I try that and it just continues free. Like I'll do it 3 times and it freezes at the exact same spot. Like it's just has an issue. And so at that point we have to like shut down the whole thing. Like I turn off the TV. I go back to Pluto after restarting the TV. And usually that will make it work. But there's been some moments where like we can't watch the remainder of the episodes, and it's luckily the time when we can't watch that, it's the very end, so it's like the final little joke before the credits run, and so it's not like plot detrimental, but it's a pain in the ass. I hate Pluto TV. I hated Paramount Plus when we were using that for something else as well. They're just terrible working apps. I wish that I when we were watching an episode of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend at one point, I was like, I'm about to just buy the DVD sets on Amazon or eBay because this is such a pain in the ass.
Oh God. What is that noise? Are you doing that?
Yeah, that's my work.
Okay. I just wondered what it was. That's okay.
They're talking about someone got their hair dyed. And I guess Oran High School Host Club and Sailor Moon.
Birds of Clay. I'll take a stab at it before Riley does. I think that is just somebody, like Margot Robbie appeals to me, but I'm not a completionist about it. But you never know. It's totally subjective. You never know what actor is going to appeal to somebody else so much that you want to see everything they've done. I think it's just really subjective. What say you, Rye Guy?
It was something where like this happens a lot to me where I'll realize like, oh, I've um finally found the password. I'll be
Yay.
oh, I've seen a lot of this person in several different movies, and then I'll kind of be curious, like, because for her it was like I had seen Babysitter and Ready or Not and whatever, and it was all these different movies, and it was at the point where we saw Azrael a couple years ago, where I was like, man, she's really good, like she's really great in these horror movies. And I looked up on Wiki, and I was looking at her filmography. I was like, man, I've seen almost all of her, like I've seen all her big horror movies and stuff. And then we just kind of decided like, let's watch everything. Um, and so, you know, it kind of made us into bigger fans. And it's like the similar effect that I not really that similar. I talked about it here on I think again on a Thursday show. I talked about how I watched every Adam Sandler movie.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It was kind of similar, where I was on like Netflix or something, and I was just scrolling through stuff, and then all of a sudden I see like Adam Sandler pop up, like boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, man, they've got a lot of his, not just original movies, but like a lot of his other like non-Netflix movies. And then I just was like, I wonder how many of Adam Sandler's movies I've actually seen. And then I look and I'm like, I've seen about half of them. And I was like, I wonder how many of them I could watch on streaming services that I already have access to. And I could like the majority of the ones I hadn't seen. And I was like, I need something to, I'm not watching anything right now, like a show. I need something to put in the background while I'm working. And so I just decided to do that. And then like I wound up watching every single Adam Sandler movie for better or for very much worse. It's not always like, I didn't do that because I think that he's one of the best actors out there, obviously, but it was just for fun and just to have something to do. And so we have a lot of tier lists that we've done for similar reasons. Like we sometime earlier this year went and watched through every single Sam Raimi movie, and that was born out of the fact that we were watching through all of the Spider-Man movies, and we had just been watching through all the Evil Dead movies, and then we had seen his newest movie in theaters, Send Help, and we're like, how many of his movies are there that we haven't seen? And the answer was not many. So we just watched the rest of those. And then we started doing like watching a bunch of Mia Goth movies, which was not as easy to do as the Samara stuff because her movies are not as easily available, I guess. They're not as many of them are on streaming. And then we kind of gave up. So we are quitters in some cases, but we didn't even start. Like we didn't even watch anything for the tier list. I just kind of like got it ready. And I was like, we've watched this, this, and this, and this. And then I was like, okay, never mind.
What, I've heard her name. Is she in the Smile movies or the X movies?
Yeah, she was in the X trilogy, X, Pearl, and Maxine. And then she also is in Infinity Pool. And so those are the ones that we had already seen. And I think one or two others. And that kind
those are horror films?
All of those, yeah, are
Infinity Pool? That sounds good.
With Alexander Skarsgård, I believe. Wasn't that one?
I always get the Sarsgaards and the Skarsgårds mixed up.
And there's so many of them, too.
Yeah.
It's like Stellan and Alexander and Bill and all these other damn people.
Yeah. Okay, Mia Goth. I'm writing that down.
I mean, if you start watching Mia Goth movies, you're probably going to watch more than I have very quickly because we did not continue that at all. And then we started doing David Cronenberg movies as well.
Oh.
And those, though, like it wasn't as easy because a lot of the other stuff that we were doing, like the Sam Raimi's, it's easy to put on most of his movies and just tune out, and like, because we'd seen so many of his movies, a lot of them were rewatches. Cronenberg stuff, like even the ones that I had already seen, I needed to pay attention. And they're like also usually pretty heavy, like in one way or another. So something where I didn't feel as easy about going like from one Cronenberg to another Cronenberg to another Cronenberg, and it was like I got to take a break between his movies and watch something that's a little bit lighter.
I remember when Videodrome came out.
Oh my
I
God.
saw that in the theaters, but it was that and Existenz were so timely. Like VHS had just started, and he came up with this concept with James Woods and Debbie Harry, that it seemed really real because it seemed like the natural evolution of VHS tapes. And then Existenz, I really enjoyed that. I was really into video gaming at that point.
I still need to see that one.
Oh, I think you dig it a lot.
I think you're right.
I think you'd really dig it. Jude Law does a really great job in that. Oh, yeah, I just wrote this down, 755. I honestly, I don't know how this has happened because I know so many references from it. I haven't seen Happy Gilmore, so I just wrote that down to make sure I watched it soon.
I have a. Do I have an Adam Sandler tier? I do.
You have a what? Adam Sandler tier?
Yes. Okay, hold on. This one's big, and I don't have everything on there. Oh no, I do have everything on there. We were just kind of adjusting things because a month ago we were rewatching some of them as just easy watching, like put it in the background, and then I'd be like, "All right, what did we think of this one?" I don't think I can go into as depth for this.
Oh no, we still haven't done snacks yet, so
we have like 3 weeks of food to catch up on.
Okay.
So here's the Adam Sandler list.
A lot on that bottom tier.
And that's not even it goes further. Oh. There's my tiers are absolute Sandman cinema, peak Sandman, really solid Sandman, not bad Sandman, bad Sandman, but I kind of like it, bad Sandman, and I don't really like it, awful Sandman, offensive Sandman, entirely forgettable Sandman, not enough Sandman, and haven't seen Sandman. So I haven't seen these two, Jay Kelly and Murder Mystery. Those are somewhat more recent movies.
I'm actually interested in seeing that. Are you watching the Hitchcock Rear Window, or was there or the Bart Simpson episode after he breaks his leg? Chris agrees that Existenz is a great movie. Thank you. Peace and love. I'm glad you dug it. I actually would be interested in hearing your thoughts on this Sandler one. Maybe we should do it next week.
Yeah, we can try to do that. I can run through a lot of them. I made a specific, this one entirely forgettable, because these are movies that like I've seen them and I completely forgot everything except for like they weren't good enough for me to remember much about them. And I do remember that this one, That's My Boy, both of these, That's My Boy and The Ridiculous Six, are fucking terrible. So that's where they're on the offensive Sandman list. Like, these are awful, but these are just like, he should not be alive after making these, especially That's My Boy.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing the really offensive posters for that.
For That's My Boy?
Yeah.
It's like, dude, it's the whole plot line is him like, I don't want to say the word, but like being taken advantage of by a grown woman, And then like it progresses the whole movie, and then the end of it, the punchline is literally incest. I'm like, brother,
Oh my goodness.
I like come on, man.
Wow.
Yeah, the Bad Sandman, I really don't like it because I wanted to. I'm like, okay, these ones, Little Nicky, Grown Ups, and Grown Ups 2 are not good movies. They're bad movies, but I'll put them on and I'll watch them. But these are movies where I'm like, don't fucking put those on. Like, I don't. If you put that on, I'm out of there. Some of them are not as bad as the others. I just remember when I watched Bulletproof, I was expecting that to be a lot more, a lot better. And then the other ones are just kind of whatever. Spanglish, Chuck and Larry, Bedtime Stories, just go with it. Which this one should have been. No, that's not the one I was thinking about. The Cobbler, Pixels, Do Over, Hubie Halloween. I know people that like are gunning. They are like big defenders of Hubie Halloween, and I was like, you gotta get better taste, man. Like
I've never even heard of that.
It's a Netflix one. I was like, even for like stupid movies, you gotta enjoy better stupid movies. Not bad. We've got Mr. Deeds, Click, Airheads, Anger Management, Longest Yard, Blended, Leo. That was an animated one on Netflix. Spaceman, which is a Netflix sci-fi one, and Happy Gilmore 2. I thought that these were cromulent movies. They're somewhat enjoyable.
I enjoyed The Longest Yard. Because there's a couple scenes in there that just made me, overall, it's not great, but there's at least 2 or 3 scenes that made me laugh really hard. So
that's why it's in Not Bad Sandman. They're not bad. They're not great movies, but I'll put them on. I'll watch them. I'll laugh at them. Or in the case of Spaceman, not really laugh at it because it's not a funny movie.
Belgian Ellen, we'll do that next week because we were going to do it last week, but we were both not feeling well. So I'll remind Riley next Monday to boot that up.
This section, all of the stuff up here is where it's like the stuff that I think is a lot more worthwhile. Starting with solid. This is the solid Sandman movies: Waterboy, 8 Crazy Nights, Hotel Transylvania 2, Hotel Transylvania 3, I think is this one. Hustle, and then really solid is 50 First Dates, Hotel Transylvania 1, Big Daddy, Reign Over Me, and Funny People, Peak Sandman, Punch Drunk Love, Uncut Gems, Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, and then absolute cinema is The Wedding Singer, which I will forever hold as the best Sandman movie ever, because one of the biggest reasons, and I noticed this when I rewatched it for the like 23rd time this past couple months or whenever it was, is you can break down almost every single one of his movies I'm pretty sure you can break down every single one of them into where he plays an asshole or he plays an idiot. And some of them he's both. There is a Venn diagram there. He's an asshole, an idiot, or he's both. And The Wedding Singer is the only one where like he's not an asshole. Sometimes in the movie he's kind of being an ass, but he is not an asshole. He's a very sweet guy in that movie, and he's also not an idiot. Like he very much is not stupid. He's not supposed to, like when I say that he's supposed to be an idiot, that's the one where you get Sandler doing his like doobie doobie doo voices. He's not doing that. He's a sweet guy. He's got a good head on his shoulders. He's not making the best decisions for himself, but he's a good dude. And that's I think one of the things that makes it stand out is just that fact alone. Someone could probably point out another one where he's neither, but this one, it's a great balance of the comedy and the romance and stuff. And that was his first outing of, I think, 3 different movies that he's done with Drew Barrymore, and they have fantastic chemistry. Great movie all in all. I've seen a live performance, the live adaptation on Broadway as well, and that was pretty good. But yeah, that's my favorite. But we can talk in depth about Sandler at a later time.
Sure. I have seen some of those. I haven't seen all of them as you have, but I enjoyed Waterboy.
Yeah, it's an experience. If you go down that rabbit hole there's no turning back. Like, I mean, there is. I'm being dramatic, but like, I got to a point where it's like mind numbing. I'm like, oh my God. I started doing this series of videos that I kind of stopped halfway through on TikTok that I called Into the Sandler Verse, where I was like reviewing every single one. And it got to a point where I was kind of bored of doing it. So I stopped. But there's a lot to be said about him and his movies, and he's just like, of my generation, he's just kind of a figurehead of like those like early 90s or like mid 90s comedy movies. Like that was a massive part of what comedy was during that time. And like going to the
Yeah.
theater and seeing a funny movie, like, you know, more than half of them were Adam Sandler movies for several years. And so it was an interesting experiment to go down that street and like watch everything from the beginning with I think Overboard was his first movie, and then go all the way through to like the Netflix era, the like the post Uncut Gems. I didn't win my Oscar for this movie, so I'm just going to make shitty movies for the rest of my life to spite everyone. And that's kind of the era that he's in now. Grown Ups 3 on the way, you know, that's how it is. At least he hasn't done another Jack and Jill, God forbid. I think that's right. He was like, if I don't win the Oscar for this, I'm making Jack and Jill 2, because he knew how big of a piece of shit that movie was.
I haven't seen Uncut Gems, but that's a serious one, right?
That is a stressful movie. Like, if you if you have a weak heart and you can't take anxiety, don't watch that one.
Well, I can take my anxiety meds beforehand.
Yeah, definitely take your anxiety meds, let them kind of settle, let them take effect, then watch Uncut Gems. That one was like one of the more stressful cinematic experiences that I've ever had.
Wow.
And it's not a bad movie. Obviously, I had it pretty high up. He does a fantastic job. Like, just judging his performance alone, he does a great job. But God, it was rough. And that's also where he befriended like Benny Safdie, and then Benny Safdie has appeared in at least Happy Gilmore 2. I'm trying to get back. All right, so we skipped those 2 weeks. I got to go all the way back to the 21st. God damn.
Well, we can do. We don't have to do. It's already. We've already been on for an hour and 46. So
let me do something.
And but I don't want you to burn through them, because I like to enjoy hearing about whatever it is, and we could talk about it. So if anything, I wanted to go a little slower on them, so we could break it up in half.
Okay, so we can do,
or whatever you want to do,
through. Let's see how long. What do you think? We give it like 25 minutes or so?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Let's start. Excuse me. Let's start here on the 21st.
Oh, I like that. Oh, it's Duncan? Okay, well, whatever. It looks good.
All right, a bunch of Duncan Fall stuff from the 19th. So a lot of this stuff will have already happened. Pumpkin Spice Signature Latte, Pumpkin Cloud Dunka Latte, Pumpkin Patch Cloud Latte, Tiramisu Cloud Latte, Nutty Pumpkin Protein Latte, Tiramisu Protein Latte, Tiramisu Shaken Espresso, Pumpkin Pie Coffee Chiller Matcha Point, Tiramisu Marshmallow Melon Deuce Energy, Harvest Spiced Chai Berry Daydream Refresher, Berry Clementine Refresher, and then some food goods, the Pumpkin Donuts, the pumpkin munchkins, pumpkin muffins, chipotle hash browns, chipotle hash brown wake up wrap, and the maple sugar bacon. So a whole bunch of new stuff.
I like the sound of maple sugar bacon. Yeah,
I like the sound of the chipotle hash browns. I'm a hash brown guy.
I love them too, but I don't care for Dunkin' Donuts.
No, I don't either. I don't even know where there is one nearby. So I just don't really mess with them. what did they want to keep me fat is what I said. Snickerdoodle Dr. Pepper.
Oh,
So
interesting.
this guy basically mixed a zero sugar Dr. Pepper with the Snickerdoodle Coffee Mate, and then put the cold foam creamer on top and made this drink.
Have you tried that?
No, I have not.
I would try making
This is
that.
not active, but they were doing $1 enchilito on July 22nd. Chick-fil-A spicy chicken strips, testing at select locations, hopefully nationwide soon. So basically like having the spicy chicken sandwich or the spicy chicken nuggets, but in strip form. Some Paw Patrol Dino movie stuff at the movie theater. This is Japan only. Some little Animal Crossing cookie snacks, little chocolate cookie snacks.
Fun.
I had these in particular. A client I worked with from Japan brought those to me at a convention.
Oh,
these are actually really good.
That's so cool.
Yeah, they love giving cookies and stuff for thanks for getting to meet people, which is awesome. This is a joke product. The Doritos Old Hold Nacho Cheese Edible Sculpting Dough, 100 fake number. I think the whole thing was they were making one. Yeah, it said we might send a few of you one of these bad boys, not available for sale. So there's probably going to be a few of these floating around, but just for people who won their competition of letting them. What would you sculpt out of this if you had it?
A Doritos chip.
Yeah, a giant Dorito chip. Totino, and shout out James for sharing the vast majority of these as always. Totino's new chicken bacon ranch and Mexican ultimate pizzas, spotted at Jess's favorite place, Walmart. So
have you found stuffed Pop-Tarts yet?
Yeah, I found those a while ago. I had them on the show. Yeah, the like super stuffed or whatever they're called.
Yeah, I thought. Oh, okay. You've had the strawberry ones?
Yeah, I think I got all of them.
Oh, gosh, I felt like the last time we talked, you said you couldn't find them still.
There might have been something else that I couldn't find, but no, I found those.
Huh. Okay. Good.
There's the Totino's. I don't feel like this is new. Is it like being brought back? Because I swear I've seen this Coors Light beer cheese flavored Cheez-Its made with 100% cheese, does not contain alcohol. Geo shared, Japan is now selling lettuce wrapped in plastic featuring Battle Royale star Tatsuya Fujiwara's face.
Oh, that is so creepy. Wow, that's serial killer stuff.
Flips Dunkin' Donuts pumpkin spice donut covered pretzels. That's a lot, but yeah, it's a pumpkin spice flavoring that they're dipped in.
Donut flavored pretzels. I might try that.
Haagen-Dazs has Dolce tiramisu ice cream coming soon.
I could try that.
It just says in stores now, so it doesn't say any specific store for those.
Okay.
NECA Grimace and Hamburglar Head Knockers.
Okie
Pringles X Buffalo Wild Wings. They're doing Asian Zing, Parmesan garlic, and medium buffalo flavored chips. Heading out in September. So they have different spice levels. These are 4 out of 5, 1 out of 5, and 3 out of 5, respectively.
I would eat those. I will look for those.
Yeah, I enjoy Pringles. Usually has good flavors.
Yeah.
Nestle Toll House new flavors coming. Fall cinnamon sugar. Scooby Doo. I guess sugar cookie with the little Scooby inspired shapes. And then Mexican hot chocolate flavored chocolate cookie.
Ooh, that sounds good.
So it'd be like chocolate and cinnamon for those of y'all.
Welcome, Vanessa.
Welcome back. We're still going.
Yes.
I had a lot to talk about today. Harry Potter General Mills, fruit snacks, chocolate frog truffle kit, pumpkin cupcake kit, chocolate cupcake kit, and golden snitch shaped cookies. Heading to retailers now. These didn't say when, but I'm guessing sometime in the near future for the fall. Monsters cereals celebrate 55 years of Halloween
Oh,
memories with what does it say?
yeah, let's
An
look at that.
encore collaboration in partnership with the Jim Henson Company. So they're doing more of those boxes with the puppets.
Oh, all right. I'll have to get those. I wish they'd
Cold,
bring back Yummy Mummy again.
Cold Stone Creamery, Reese's Lovers, new peanut butter chocolate cookie duo shake made with cookies and peanut butter, ice cream made with Oreos and Reese's, topped with whipped topping, Reese's peanut butter sauce, and Oreo cookies. Jesus Christ, that's a
That
lot.
wow, that's like 12 things.
Here's more of those Nestle Toll House Fall lineup. We already saw these two. There's also Trick or Treats, which is chocolate cookie dough with Halloween sprinkles and butterscotch artificially flavored morsels. The football cookie is football shaped chocolate morsels in a sugar cookie dough. We already saw this one. Pumpkin spice cookie with premier white morsels. And then also pumpkin spice flavored morsels, and you can buy the little chocolate footballs separately as well.
Oh, I will happily eat some of those.
McDonald's limited edition McValue Pack stadium friendly clear bag. This was available on the 24th for $2.99 and came with a $10 Arch card. So it was a special promotion that they were running there. KFC launched an Evangelion collab featuring a Purple Unit 1 inspired spicy chicken burger. In Japan, that's not here. I think it's in Japan, somewhere that's not America. Hong Kong only. If I had been patient and kept reading, I would have found it. But not just the burger, but also these little pies and stuff. You can get special Evangelion themed goods. Evangelion promotions for stuff like this is so funny because it's like existential robots and like mind fuckery, and then you're selling me chicken and pies. Spider-Man Brand New Day collectibles. So these are right now, it'd be this one, week 3. You can get Spidey on top of the arches exclusively on the McDonald's app.
Speaking of McDonald's, have you had either one of their shaker fries? They had
I had the dill ones back with, I think it was during Christmas.
yeah. Did you like those?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Okay.
So
Vanessa, I see you got your gift package. Could you put that show it in the general section of my Discord if you don't mind? It'd be really nice to see for everybody to see what what a nice gift it was. Peace and love. Thank you. Go ahead, Riley.
sorry.
No, I apologize.
Some costumes at Target, some Spam corn nuts and Skippy peanut butter, chunky.
I could wear the Spam because I love Spam, and then upper management can wear the Skippy peanut butter because she loves that. I might get these for us.
You can wear Spam and peanut butter at the same time if you wanted.
I have a can of Spam. Yeah, I have a can of Spam upstairs ready to go this week.
Spam nut butter sandwiches. Paw Patrol Dino Movie toys at Burger King. I don't think that applies to either of us, but if you or someone in your life enjoys Paw Patrol, you know where to go. Grater's ice cream strawberry sorbet.
Oh, Graders is really good, but I don't think I've seen it around
On
me.
the 28th, they had dollar Mexican pizzas at Taco Bell.
I have the app, so I've been getting notices of that stuff.
Hell yeah. Halloween mystery flavor Hai Chew. There's this pack has green apple, orange creamsicle, and cotton candy, and then mystery flavor. If the mystery is anything like Airheads, it might be like the leftover from the vats, because that's what the white
Oh,
head is just the all of the flavors together, and then they so as to not waste anything, they make those. So I wonder if that's what that's going to be, or if it's actually going to be a real mystery flavor. Or a real individual flavor. July 25th was National Hot Fudge Sundae Day.
how did I miss that? Kelly and I celebrated Chocolate Chip Cookie Day, but damn.
Krispy Kreme, gotta eat them all. Assorted donuts. So just a bunch of Pokemon themed donuts. Uh, Regal said hot dogs are the movie snack of the summer. Buy a new quarter pound Nathan's hot dog through August 2nd. That already passed. Regal Crown Club members can also enter for a chance to win a trip to Coney Island. 1 hot dog is 1,000 bonus credits. 2 hot dogs is a sweepstakes entry, and 5 hot dogs. Your next dog is on us.
What? Who's that in the? Oh,
Makes me want a hot dog real bad.
she's so great. I need to watch that Lotus show. I really like her.
Yeah, she's real good in there. Simpsons. This is not in the U.S. This is
Oh,
KFC because it's in Spanish right here.
oh, donut, pink donut chicken sandwiches. I would eat that just for the story.
Squishy. Mm, uh, Spain only.
Spain.
España. Pumpkin
Uh,
goods in stores now. Pumpkin pie, Pop Tarts, pumpkin spice latte, Hershey's Nuggets, some Pillsbury Grands, pumpkin spice Philadelphia cream cheese, pumpkin spice tasty cake, Lindt pumpkin spice milk chocolate truffles, Special K pumpkin spice Cheerios, and pumpkin cookie dough with cream cheese flavored chunks.
no.
Denny's, Nvidia knows the importance of staying open. That might have had something to do with something that was happening at the time.
Oh, okay.
New Prime Pop Tarts frosted blueberry milkshake.
Oh, that's a flavor.
Yeah, it's
I
a
mean, a drink.
frosted blueberry Pop Tart milkshake flavored Prime protein
What
drink.
Prime is a protein drink?
Prime does like they do like protein and energy and like sports drink type stuff. So
I'd
just
try
a
that.
brand.
I should get that.
Cove soda, prebiotic, strawberry shortcake, good humor flavor.
Those are great bars. Strawberry shortcake.
Alani energy drink has the potion pack returning with the Witch's Brew, and then the new is Ruby Apple. So Witch's Brew is like a caramel apple flavor. Ruby Apple, I'm expecting, is probably like a candy apple flavor.
Mm.
Just by the image here, since it's got like the red dripping on it. Crumble through August 1st. The big one here was they had this Flamin' Lime Crunch cookie that had Flamin' Hot Cheetos on top of it.
Oh, whoa.
And people were like, this is disgusting. Like it was very clearly not meant to be good. It was very clearly just to be a viral thing.
Uh-huh.
But they had other cookies that week. Another new flavor was berry limeade with Nerds. They had the white drop cookie featuring Hershey's. Snickers peanut butter cookie, honey bun cookie. That looks like a damn honey bun. Wild cherry blue raz slushy cookie was another new one. And then s'mores, cookie thins, pink sugar brownie, chocolate chip, and s'mores.
I'd eat that Snickers peanut butter cookie.
Oh, yeah. Celebrating the 90th anniversary of Oscar Mayer Wieners.
I almost got a job out of college driving the Wienermobile, but I got beat out for it. That would
Post
have
the
been my dream job.
90 years of the Wienermobile specifically. This is for the this was not what I thought it was. New Jersey pizzeria gone viral for serving up a 3-foot long pizza slice loaded with seafood that costs $42.50. Let's see what it's.
Seafood pizza.
Yeah,
I need a plain or pepperoni slice that's 3 feet long, but I don't know.
it's let me see what they just list what's on it. Start the process of making the sauces, all the fresh seafood, get the vodka sauce in there, all the fresh chilies. Par bake the dough, then pour the seafood sauce on halfway so it doesn't overcook. Then they put the cheese and put it back in the oven. When it comes out, we put the fresh fried calamari so it's nice and crunchy. It doesn't say everything that's on there, but you can see from the image. I'll go back here and click on it. You can see the calamari. You can see some clams, or I don't know specifically what bivalve that is.
That looks vile to me.
But yeah, I mean, if you're into, I'm not a big seafood guy. If you are, that'd probably be pretty fun to try out. Anyway, Nothing Bundt Cakes had turtle cheesecake swirl.
Oh, I would try that. I don't think there's a bundt cake thing around us, though.
Krispy Kreme dessert, destination dessert, Choco Dulce cookie crunch, guava cheesecake, and tres leches donuts.
Guava cheesecake.
So this was in the $1 Mexican pizzas and $1 drinks on the 28th. And then Tootsie Roll Frightful Fruit Mix. They got grape, cherry, orange, blue raspberry, green apple, lemon, and watermelon, as well as a mystery flavor in this new Tootsie Roll pack.
Chris, I think Dr. Warm Buns would be my Wienermobile name.
M&M's drops chocolate without artificial colors and FD&C colors. So 4 colors only. Red, orange, green, and yellow, dropping in August. So
wait, red, orange, green, yellow. Is that yellow next to the red, or
right here? The yellow is the 4th one here.
Oh, those are just characters right there. I see. I thought, okay.
Yeah, so they're going back. They're doing like a lot of snacks and stuff. They're doing a lot of these, like no artificial colors and flavors and stuff. So M&M's doing that, and they took out the brown and the blue ones. Maybe another color I'm forgetting.
I'm more of a fan of extra additives in it. This is junk food and candy. I'm not interested in removing the additives.
Kellogg's Frosted Flakes limited edition cinnamon maple flavor.
Ooh,
they're great, as you know. Tony is.
And he's got a warm vest on.
Here we go. This is important. One Piece Happy Meals coming to McDonald's. I don't know when they're coming to the US and if they're coming to the US, because the US apparently starting next week is getting Hello Kitty Godzilla crossover. So maybe after that we'll get SpongeBob One Piece crossover. These won't make as much sense to you since you are not a One Piece, like,
no.
Who the fuck is Luffy, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, we got SpongeBob, Luffy, Plankton, Usopp, Squidward, Sanji, Mrs. Puff, Lin, Gary Chopper, Mr. Krabs, Jinbei, and Larry Frankie. And that's not all of them. There's other ones. I think I posted the updated image later on. Pilgrim's Chicken. There's Flamin' Hot Boneless Chicken Bites, Tender White Meat Chicken. I don't remember what this image was, so I don't want to click it because Elon said it might be inappropriate.
Oh, as a snack? Interesting.
National Chicken Wing Day was July the 29th, so there were all kinds of deals across the different chicken
Oh, uh-huh.
restaurants. Sprite plus tea peach flavor is now at Kroger stores. I had a Sprite with tea, and it was not the
Oh,
best. It wasn't
it
terrible though.
it looks awful to me.
It's weird. Uh,
Yeah.
Krispy Kreme, some other donuts. Those are the ones that I mentioned before. The cheesecake dulce cookie.
Oh, okay. I will try those.
Taco Bell Decades, August 20th, so next week. Naked Chicken Chalupa, Beefy Crunch Burrito, the Mexi Melt, and the Caramel Apple Empanada will come back. Limited time to Taco Bell
Uh,
restaurants.
are these throwbacks?
Yes. Yeah, these are things that they used to have on the menu that they no longer are on the menu.
Oh, I'd eat that. I'd eat those.
All of these are good. Every item here.
I love the chalupas, especially.
Skinny mixes, fall flavors, uh, apple crisp, pumpkin caramel, pumpkin spice, white chocolate pumpkin, pumpkin pecan waffle, sea salt honey, sea salt vanilla, and pumpkin spice.
Is that for cocktails?
I believe these are for coffees.
Oh, okay. Well, now I'm interested.
There's the expanded list of the SpongeBob One Piece toys. So
Hmm.
Zoro and Patrick crossover, Sandy and Nami crossover. Those were on there. Robin and Pearl crossover was not on there before. A Gear 5 Luffy crossover with SpongeBob, and then what's it? The Flying Dutchman with Blackbeard crossover. So that one was really fun. And then there's one more because I put here no Brooke, but they did introduce a Brooke, and it was actually probably the funniest crossover. Sweet Heat cocktails with Mike's Hot Honey at Regal Theaters, Hot Honey Old Fashioned, Canadian Bee Sting, and the Spicy Watermelon Mule. Chef Boyardee protein.
Protein.
Yeah, we've been every
Don't-
time we go to the store, we've been making fun of all the protein foods.
yeah, I think protein Pop Tarts takes the protein cake.
So the last character for the SpongeBob was Brooke from One Piece crossed over with Smitty Werben Jaegerman Jensen. And this image, you can see that figure. So
Oh,
that's
uh-huh.
so that was really fun. I was like, who are they going to use for Brooke? And then when I saw that, I was like, oh my god, it's perfect. Duncan 40-ounce buckets arrived on August 7th.
40-ounce buckets of what? Oh,
You can order a 40-ounce bucket for your drinks, and then they have this new holder that you can get to
a
actually
40-ounce bucket holder? Oh, wow.
I compared it to this from Parks and Rec. Like, how is this a child-sized soda? Well, it's roughly the size of a 2-year-old child if the child were liquefied. Supreme Red Baron, for Red Baron's 50th anniversary, they did a 50 topping pizza with the classic crust. I did see one of the food people on like TikTok, etc., got sent one of those. It has like anything that you could think of is on there. It's right here. It says pepperoni, sausage, mushrooms, cheeses, and carrots. This is I think might be the list of everything that's on there, but it's hard to see.
Wow. I'd try that, except those frozen crusts are always awful.
The guy that I saw, oh, here we go. You can see, I'm not gonna read everything on here,
Yeah.
but you can see everything that's on there. But the guy that I saw try it said that it was actually surprisingly well balanced for like everything that's on this pizza. And it was pretty pretty good. He was like, it's not
Hmm.
bad at all. There's a lot going on, but it all kind of works together.
Okay.
Da, 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 da. Fast and the Furious is coming back to theaters. You can get a nitrous cup or a license plate tin or Dom's charger with to hold your popcorn. New fall goods heading stores soon from Betty Crocker. Pumpkin spice cheesecake bar, apple cider cake, the maple cake, and some fruit roll-ups, some fruit by the foot, and some gushers for like Halloween. Glow in the dark packaging. That's what it is.
Ooh.
Garlic and herb ice cream.
Oh my God. Why?
That's at Domino's in the UK. I think this would be good to dip some fries into.
Oh, I can see that, but
I try.
Okay.
Sprite will have their spiced cranberry returning. I'm going to try to make it to the end of the month, to the end of July.
What about end of the month?
Right now we're on
Okay.
stuff from the 29th. We're a little bit past my estimate of when to cut, but
sure. Let's go till the end of the month of July.
Tostitos had the queso blanco, and then they have all these different like football team themed bags, and then chunky guacamole mild with a hint of lime, and got Power Up Push Pop Candy G Fuel. So I guess G Fuel flavored like a Push Pop.
All
right. Seen this already. Ghost Toast, Kit Kats, popped Skittles, pumpkin pie M&Ms, gummy zombie peelers, cookies and cream ghost Oreos, spooky graveyard. Some of these we've seen before. Count and Witch Kit Kats, mini pumpkins from Reese's, and then cinnamon apple hot tamales.
Blah. Hot tamales. I wonder if we're going to get so much pumpkin spice stuff year round. I wonder if it's ever going to fall off a cliff and people just say enough's enough.
I'm surprised it hasn't, because I feel like it might be getting to that point. A bunch of Harry Potter stuff, because it's going back to the theaters for 25 years. Popcorn bucket, popcorn bucket, popcorn bucket, popcorn bucket, popcorn. Some drink tumblers and some molded lid tumblers. Okay. Chips Ahoy, mystery flavor. Everything mystery flavor. Jesus Christ. Unidentified flavor. What do you think?
Mystery flavor, and it's pumpkin spice.
Yeah, exactly. That's just, these are cream cheese flavored morsels for a pumpkin spice cookie. Taco Bell, or it's Taco Bell. I got Taco Bell in the mind always. Whataburger Sweet 76, not Sweet 16, but Sweet 76. And so they have different items were priced at 76 cents, or they had a BOGO. So if you're in an area that has Whataburger, tomorrow you can get a 76-cent Whata-Fresher. On the 19th, you can get a 76-cent Big Ranch Wrap, and on the 26th, you can get a 76-cent Signature Chicken Sandwich.
How about a 15-cent Hot Honey Biscuit? Isn't it? Wait, honey chicken. Is it a honey chicken biscuit?
Honey butter chicken biscuit.
Honey butter chicken biscuit. That is the best.
Here's those Krispy Kreme donuts again. More Grater's ice cream. Elena's blueberry pie ice cream.
Ooh, I'd eat that. I don't think Grater's is around here in Safeway or anything.
Costco vanilla cookie crunch sundae. Vanilla soft serve, chocolate syrup, and Oreo-like cookie crumbles for $2.99. Video of it. Cane's did something with someone named Megan Maroney, a rhinestone tumbler.
Like a rhinestone tumbler.
Back to Brew drops August 1st. A bunch of things from 7 Brew. drive-through coffee, Tiki Tango, cherry limeade, bubblegum, lemonade, banana bread, cold brew, and sweet and salty macchiato. We're on the 31st now. Caramel apple cheesecake at caramel apple cheesecake blizzards at DQ arriving.
I would totally get that.
Something Reese's celebrates 1 year of turning a fan favorite into one of candy's biggest innovations, the Reese's Oreo Cup. Okay, so I guess that's been around for a year now. PB&J maxing. I don't remember what this video was, but
I thought it was Toucan Sam on its back.
What?
I thought it was like a black and Toucan Sam.
Yeah.
I thought thought it was the side profile of Toucan Sam like lying down.
It was just a video. They're putting on the peanut butter like it's spackle. So they're using and then putting it on like perfectly on the bread. Here's more of those Prime shakes. There's a strawberry and chocolate flavored ones as well.
That's Target that has. Oh yeah, okay.
It just says Target exclusive is the blueberry one.
Oh, okay.
Wednesday strawberry snap cereal, strawberry flavored milk. When you
I had that a couple of years ago, the regular Wednesday flavor.
Mozzarella stuffed pretzel nuggets, soft pretzel dough filled with mozzarella cheese, served with marinara sauce at Auntie Anne's. Minion chicken nuggets. Kane said we're all eating Minions. Bat Cato made the Soylent Green joke. Lay's fantasy flavor, Lay's dipped in hazelnut spread.
Okay. I might try that. Glad to hear it, Pity Ma. Glad to hear Blue is okay.
Harry Potter finishing sugar. A lot of Harry Potter. Oh, yeah, they said it was the 25th anniversary. Cauldron cake, pumpkin pasty, chocolate frog, and licorice wand flavored finishing sugars. Hamburglar.
Wait, what's happened there? Is he
said
spiderwebbed up there?
Think the Hamburglar tried to burgle the wrong guy, and he's been webbed against the wall.
Okay.
And we crossed over into August.
Okay.
So we have next week we'll have another like 3 weeks or so worth of junk to cover. But that's it for today.
All right. That's awesome. Would you like to talk one more time about something that is not pumpkin spice flavored?
You'll never have to worry about pumpkin or spice from InStockTrades.com, despite the color of their long-standing logo. Instead, you can enjoy some spicy discounts that won't turn into a pumpkin at midnight.
Whoa!
You can get great prices on all of your comics, manga, etc. Over at InStockTrades.com. They have great sales that run on there: red tag sales, spotlight sales, damage sales, all that jazz. So you can, I believe still the best discounts in the game. And then you can get an extra 2% off if you are a frequent customer. If you make another order within 8 days of your previous order, free shipping in the US after $50 spent. And you get great packaging, great customer service at InStockTrades.com.
Nice. Very nice.
Nice.
Well, this has been a lot of fun on the Comic Salad podcast.
We talked snacks. We talked Samara Weaving. So now everyone's ready for when Samara plays Emma Frost. I don't have the same to say about the other people that are being cast for the new movie. I don't have as much exposure to them. Just lightning striking, honestly, that like our girl got such a spotlight. I'm proud of her.
Nice.
She has no idea that I'm proud of her, but maybe her ears are burning because we've been talking about her. We talked about some Adam Sandler, which we'll touch up again on later. We spoke about Spider-Man, who's of course in the theaters again, and in general just had some laughs and a good time on the Comic Salad podcast.
I agree. This was a lot of fun today. So, peace and love to you all. Thursday, I'm going to be on very fine condition at 11:30 in the morning. Friday, I'll be on very fine condition at 6 p.m. in the evening. And then Saturday, I will have Spider Sam, Batmantha on Batterdays in the Batcave at 5 p.m. Eastern. All of those are Eastern Standard Time. Do you have anything coming up?
I will be
Rose, your channel.
I will be on the Thursday evening show with Gio this Thursday. I will be going to Anime NYC next week. I leave on Wednesday, so if you happen to be there, you can say hi if you see me. I don't believe I'm going to be on any panels as of yet. I'm open to it if someone wants me, but I don't think I'm doing anything like that. But I'll be around. We'll be doing some shopping, and Carly will be wearing at least one of the days. I don't know which one. She will be in her cosplay that she's worked a lot on and spent a lot on. It's a Sailor Moon / Knuckles the Echidna mashup. So it's pretty wild. So we'll be there. I should have at least 2 videos up on my channel before we leave. So I'll have it'll be the regular stuff, my buyer's guide for the manga of the month, and then my my haul, because I did get this is my July comics haul. A lot of that came in last week. So those and then so I will not be on next Thursday's show, but I should be I will be here for Tuesday.
Okay, good. I need to read all of Yokohama Mama still for a Thursday show.
Yokohama, maybe you can try to have it for next Thursday so Gio has a partner.
I don't think I can do it until I'm done with Invincible from the book club that Elon runs. That's my top priority.
How far into Invincible are you?
First book.
Okay.
And I've read 1 through 3. This will be my 3rd time reading 1 through 3. I've never made it past that.
I was going to say, if you've gotten to somewhere around the halfway point, then you can stop now and you'll probably be better for that.
I own all 12 books, though.
So read the first 6 and then don't go further.
I'll see what Alon has to say about that.
Stop.
Awesome. Okay, well, peace and love. Great talking to you, Rye Guy, and really great chat today. Really appreciate everybody. Peace and love, peace and love. And I will use our silent countdown to play. Wait, maybe can I do this with music? How does he do it? DJ Scratch. No, wait, 30 minutes.
What? Why am I here? Is that good for the music outro? Jess? Did you forget how to add yourself back in?
I knocked myself off the air.
I thought you were trying to do. I thought you were trying to make something happen.
Oh, is the show? Wait. Oh, there, everybody.
You're still live.
Okay, peace and love. And now we are going. I should have just ended it right there. That would have been epic. But okay, peace and love.